private rental accommodation market. বুঝেছো সবাই? Did everyone open their books? Yes. Okay, very good. So, does anyone know what Astoria is? Where Astoria is located? Okay, it's a city. Astoria is the name of a city in Oregon. General knowledge, the more we know, okay? Astoria is a city in Oregon. So, can someone start reading? Ma'am, can you start reading? Just read. Just read the first 2 lines.
People spend time in private rental accommodation for a variety of reasons.
Yes, pause. Now, let's understand the meaning of this. কি বলেছে?
People spend time in private rental accommodation. মানে জনগণ তাদের সময় ব্যয় করে ব্যক্তিগত বাসস্থানে। এটা এরকম বুঝাইছে for a variety of reasons, মানে বিভিন্ন কারণে।
Exactly, very good. Then
the two most common ones are while waiting for public housing allocation and while saving to move on to home ownership.
Yes. The 2 most commons are while waiting for public housing allocation,
public housing allocation, and while saving to move on to home ownership.
Yes. So এটার মানে কি বুঝলাম আমরা? যে they wait. Yes. Yes. Wanna say? Say it.
The দুটো কমন হচ্ছে একটা হচ্ছে পাবলিক হাউস অ্যালোকেশন ইজ
Public housing allocation while saving
হোম ওনারশিপ। আপনি
Okay. So আমাদের এখানে বোঝানো হয়েছে যে the 2 most common ones are, তো সেই দুইটা কমন গুলা কি? What are the generic ones? The one is they wait for public housing. The public housing এর জন্য অপেক্ষা করে। আরেকটা কি? While saving to move on to ownership. আরেকটা হচ্ছে like they save enough so they can move to their owned house. যাতে নিজেদের বাড়িতে তারা উঠে যেতে পারে। Right? And then however, rental accommodation is losing its transitional status in Astoria. So what does that mean? However, okay, underline however. We can use this in terms of speaking, okay? However, rental accommodation is losing its transitional status in Astoria. So Astoria te ki hocche? Suppose in Bangladesh there are many rental places, right? But in Astoria that thing is declining by each day. And why is that? Because the percentage of long-term renter is increasing as these people are unable to have access to public housing or home ownership. There are public housing but home ownership is তেমন access পাচ্ছে না. So we just learned the gist of the first paragraph. Another বুঝলাম the first paragraph কি বোঝানো হলো? Who can explain? Sir, can you tell us? Tell us. First paragraph is gist.
কিন্তু তারা এটা পাওয়ার জন্য যে ইয়াটা দরকার তারা এটা অক্ষম হচ্ছে মানে
they are not getting it. So কেন পাচ্ছে না? We're gonna know that thing in the second paragraph. So let's start reading in the second paragraph. Who can read it loudly? Okay, sir. Excuse me. Can you read the second paragraph? Read the first 2 lines.
Many studies have shown that discrimination on the basis of age, material status, sex or race may affect some groups in their attempts to gain access to private rental housing.
Yes. So what are the things that the private rental housing is not getting because of this. What are the discrimination? Their material status and their races, that kind of stuff are halting them, stopping them from getting access to private rental housing. ঠিক আছে? তারপরে কি বলছে? In practical terms, yes, please read.
In practical terms, the significant costs associated with payments of a bond and rent in advance can be barrier to access for lower income groups.
Okay, what does this mean? In practical terms, okay, underline in practical terms. Try to use this while speaking. Okay, in practical terms, the significant cost associated with payments of a bond. Now, move on to page 230. You can see there is a glossary and the meaning of bond written. So, bonder meaning ki lekha ache? 230, page 230. Lekha ache money paid by tenant which is held as security for any damages that may occur. Okay, money paid by the tenant which is held as security for any damage that may occur. So you guys know how in most cases when we're changing our homes, the landlord takes advance money from us. Advance taka ney na, je kono mashe jodi kono problem hoy, you can just use that in case, right? So that is called bond. So advance diyatake bola hoy bond. So what is it saying then? In practical terms, the significant cost associated with payments of bond and rent in advance can be a barrier. এই যে অ্যাডভান্সটা যে ওরা নিচ্ছে, এটা একটা ব্যারিয়ার হিসেবে দাঁড়ায় কাদের জন্য? লো ইনকাম পিপল, the people who have low income, যাদের ইনকাম তেমন বেশি নেই, তারা অ্যাডভান্স দিয়ে উঠে যেতে পারছে না, রাইট? তো এখানে একটা বোঝালো যে কাদের প্রবলেম হচ্ছে এই বন্ডগুলোর কারণে। নেক্সট, furthermore, yes, acha, read the last two lines now. That was the two lines.
Even though some of these women are not on low incomes, they experience discrimination.
What does it mean? Even though some of the women doesn't have any low income, but they're still facing the problems and unfairness. Right. Next.
Single mothers face discrimination in greater numbers than any other group.
So now they told us to poor women the rapid workers. In the first line, they're talking that women are facing, women with more income are also facing these problems. Right. So এখন তাদের কি? The single mothers are the one who are facing such problems. Single mothers. Next,
Moreover, the renter problems faced by this group are generally worse in non-metropolitan areas.
Moreover, we can underline moreover. Yes. Why are we underlining this? We can use it in terms of speaking. Okay. So yeah, moreover, the rental problems faced by this group are generally worse. এই প্রবলেমগুলো কোথায় মেইনলি হয়?